Hello and welcome back. So I have somewhere that I need to be 10 days straight and I have to wake up very early in the morning to do that. So I decided to put my hair in a style and I chose to do French curls. So in this video, I'm going to show you a tutorial of how I did it. So this is how much I've done and I've only used one pack at the moment, which I cut into halves. So one full pack of 28 inches, which I cut into half. So this is one pack that you're seeing here. So I'm about to start the second pack. And so basically in the pack, you get like 6 of this. So me, I cut mine in half. So usually I'll just like slide this down this side and then I'll cut this side into half. You can buy the 14 inch, but I just thought, it's a lot cheaper if I buy the 28 inch and cut into two. But one thing I noticed is that when you finish feathering it, you get, to me anyway, I feel like there's a little bit more frizz to it. Probably there will be less frizz if I buy the 14 inch. That's the way I feel anyway. I showed this to my daughter and she's like, oh, it's fine, it's still nice. And so yeah. Unless I'm able to compare the two, then I can see the exact difference. But I feel like, when you cut it into half like this here, you get like this side is a bit more thinner than this side. So when you feather it, some of the short pieces on this side kind of make it a bit more frizzy. And then when you brush it, you can actually see that some of the shorter hair does come off. So you do lose a little bit of hair through the cutting process. So I've slid my plastic that was in the middle, which was around here. I've slid it down so that I can put this aside whilst I feather this one. We're not feathering, sorry. We are just gonna mix it, since one side is thicker. So this part right here is a lot thinner, as you can see, and then this part is thick. So I want my braids this length. Okay, so what we're gonna do, make sure it's straight. The bottom part should be straight, equal to each other, like this, in this curl form. So split between the two, and then you're gonna put it back together. See, you put it back together like that. So we wanna keep splitting and putting it back in the same place. I probably do like 10 times and then I will brush it. Bear in mind you are gonna lose a little bit of hair because of the short pieces that comes with having to cut the long hair, which is what I was talking about, that if you buy the 14 inch, you're not gonna lose as much hair because it's already cut and in place. So I've done about 10, I think. Anyway, so we're gonna brush it and I'll show you how much hair comes out. There is hair coming out. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. There is hair. Let me show you the hair that you lose. This is not that bad actually, but yeah, you do lose a little bit of hair. Alright, so if you're not happy with what the ends is looking, as you can see, if you want a bit more, you can actually just do a few more. Alright, if you feel like some parts is looking more too sharp, if you want, you can, spritz it with a little bit of conditioner mix just to help the hair. I'm gonna show you after the spraying of the conditioner. See, it's looking lovely. There you go. By buying the 28 inches, I actually saved like £8.99, I think. So it's a bit economical. And the curl is still beautiful. What do you think? So there we go. This is ready now. Okay, as you can see, the ends, both ends are not looking too sharp. So I'm gonna show you guys now how to do the braiding. Obviously, I'm almost done. This is the best part. When you're braiding your hair and you're just about to finish? Yeah. That's the best part. Alright, so I was doing this hair last night and obviously I have natural hair. So if I leave my hair without like doing African threading or twisting it in sections in place, the next morning it's gonna shrink up and I'm gonna get more tangles. And I don't want that. So therefore, for me personally, I like African threading, so that's what I did. So with this style, I wanted a middle part and a side part. So that's what I'm doing right now. And what I'm going to do right now is to basically section them into place so that they don't disturb me whilst I'm working on one side. So once I've decided on where I want my lines to be, I put those in sections and then I bantu knot them out of the way so I can work on one first and then move on to the next one. So with this method, I am not going to be adding any hair whilst I'm braiding. So I'm just taking one strand of the synthetic hair, as you can see, and then I wrap it around my hair once and then I put it on the other hand and then I braid till maybe like about four, braid to 4 to 5 or so, until I feel like the hair is, secure enough. And then I take a little section from one of the strand and then I add it to my natural hair. So once I've taken this section, I braid a little bit more and then I go in and I take another half from the other side, right? The way there is no natural hair. And then as you can see, the bantu knot I use for now is because I wrap that section to my bantu knot to get it out of the way and then I just braid. I don't put any knots to the end of my braids because I just don't like the look of them when I knot them. So I use a method which I call a confuse method. Basically, when I get to the section where I want my braids to stop, then I start to confuse the hair. And I do this by taking little pieces of hair from the any of the other strands and then I braid a little. And then I continue to do that for like maybe let's say about 5 times or so or 6 times, depending if I feel like it's properly nice and secure, then I pretty much just stop. So this braiding hair is very slick and is curly. So it's very important to actually braid the hair at the bottom like tight. Not tight to your scalp, but the braiding itself should be tightly braided because it tends to want to kind of like curl up at the bottom of the hair because of how slick it is. So make sure to like braid tightly, not to your scalp like I mentioned, but the braid itself, in order to avoid that. That's one thing I noticed with this braiding hair. But apart from that, it's actually very good because I thought brushing it will make it very frizzy and stuff, but it didn't do that. When you try to like mix it, because we had to cut it, as you can see when I was doing that earlier, it was still very nicely curled. I mean, a lot of curly hair you can't really brush because they create so much frizz, but it's very nice and very slick, and I like it for that. So as you can see, I have finished my hair. I'm hoping to be able to carry it for like 4 weeks or so, and then yeah, set my natural hair free. But for now, I'm really happy with it. This is actually the first time I've done French curls on me. I usually do it a lot on my daughter, but I love it. And I would love to see what the shorter one would actually look like, which is, I think they had like a 12-inch, not in this brand, but in other brands, they have like shorter ones as well that you can buy, which is 12-inch. I would love to see what the 12-inch will look like on me as well. So as we all know, if you've done this type of curly mixed with braids kind of hairstyles, they do like to tangle a lot. So I am going to be moisturizing my hair with like a light form of leave-in conditioner. And you can actually do that at home by yourself with like water mixed with your regular leave-in conditioner. And then you just spray it on your hair and then use that to detangle your hair. And then on top of that, I will use like a light oil. I like Pantene, this particular Pantene oil for that. It is so easy to detangle any hair with this oil. I even use it on my natural hair to detangle. It's really good. So I use that on top. And for my scalp, I use moringa oil. So whilst I was braiding, I actually did leave some of the hair fully braided without leaving any of the curly hair. As you can see, I'm showing you. Yeah, see how I left some curly hair on this one. Like some of them, I actually did it without leaving the curly hair. And it actually helps to reduce the volume, especially if you don't want a lot of the curls between your braids. So that's what I did. I could have done more, but I like it with a little bit more volume, so I left as much curly parts as possible. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and please do give it a thumbs up if you like it. It just lets me know that you enjoyed the video. All right, and I will see you all in my next one.